"Happy birthday," he said. On the other side of the phone, I cried. You see, it was midnight and I had just turned 18. And somehow, the thought of being an adult scared the life out of me. As my birthday this year draws close, I can't help but wonder why we as a species are so anxious and even scared of growing older and what we can do about it. Many people are scared of getting older. It even has a name, geraskophobia. But isn't getting older a privilege that not everyone gets to enjoy? I can think of a few reasons for the same. Number one, media. $1 billion industry exists out there that encashes on our insecurities. You see, we would not be buying products from them if we did not feel bad about our wrinkles or about our graying hair. So, in order to increase the demand for their products, they make us feel bad about our looks, the fine lines, the grey hair that we have. So we not only buy into their propaganda, but we also buy into the things that they're selling us. As if the aim of every 30-year-old woman is to look 16 forever, right? Number two, fear of the unknown. Very often we feel scared of things that we don't know. At 18, I was scared about where I would study, what career I would take up, whether I'd get married or not, whether I'd have children or not. In due course of time, not only did my life answer all these questions for me, but I realized that I might have stumbled, I might have fallen, but I did pretty much fine. Remember, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So, if you feel really scared, just think of it like this. Every time that you've been stuck in trouble, life has managed to figure out a way for you, and it's going to do that ahead as well. So why do we need to worry? Number three, fear of responsibilities. Many of us have few responsibilities when we're young, and these only grow as we become older. The same happened with me. But you know what? The good thing is that most of us become more and more equipped to handle all the responsibilities and all the curveballs that life throws our way. When we're young, we're not experienced enough to deal with all the different situations around us. But as we grow older, our experiences and the wealth of knowledge and all the people that we've gained in our life make all these things so much easier for us. Number four, health. Health can be a cause of concern. In fact, I too sometimes fear health problems. But isn't it true that even children have health problems? Why do we worry so much more about health problems as we grow older? Yes, I do understand that sometimes health problems in old age are irreversible, but I also trust the power of science. I also trust that science is advancing fast. But more than that, I remember one thing philosophical. If you can't do anything about it, why worry? It's not going to help anything at all. So I feel that there is no point in worrying about health problems as we grow older. So, how do you make this change easier? How do you make the situation easier to adapt into? Number one, change the words you use. If I tell myself, Mansi, you are aging, just this word has this sort of negative perception with it. When I think of the word aging, I think of myself as somebody who's 3,000 years old, who maybe cannot walk properly, who's falling sick all the time. The word aging somehow seems to have a negative perception for me. On the other hand, if I tell myself, Mansi, you're becoming more experienced. Mansi, you're becoming more wise. Immediately, I start taking my years as an asset, as something that gives me a lot of strength and wisdom to deal with the path ahead. Number two, change your perception. After my grandfather's passing, my grandmother had a huge vacuum in her life. You see, for over 50 years, he had been the center of her life. And with him gone, she didn't know what to do anymore. She felt alone. After the initial mourning period, she realized that for the first time in her life, she was not responsible for anybody else. And she took this in a positive way. She said, well, you know what? I am only responsible for my own happiness. So let me work on that. She started reading a lot. She practiced her knitting. She made some new friends. And instead of taking her loneliness or the lack of responsibility as grief, as sorrow, she took it as an opportunity to make herself happy every single day. So growing older is just a perception shift that you can deal with as well. Number three, work towards financial independence. I cannot stress this enough, but financial independence can be the make or break factor as life proceeds. So, my strongest recommendation to each one of you, start planning now so that you can avoid a lot of insecurities and fear about the future. Number four, take care of your health. I don't need to explain this at all, but you know Work out, eat better, do whatever it takes to feel strong, and your body will thank you for it later. Number 5, celebrate. Think of it in a way, life is nothing but a collection of memories. So, if you want to make the mundane unforgettable, you must make it a habit to celebrate. Celebrate everything, every small achievement, every birthday, every big achievement, every little thing that you did, every new friend that you made, every breath that you took, because ultimately that's all that's going to stay with you, the memories. As I prepare to celebrate my birthday in a few days, I can't help but think of all the wonderful things in the past and absolutely prepare myself for all the amazing things that are to come in the future. And in case you're wondering what my age is, well, I cried when I turned 18, but now that I'm about to turn 36, I have the experience of 2 adults and the enthusiasm of a child. Could I be any happier?